You break my heart.
Davis has been staying with his friend all week. At least he's been spared all this bickering.
Honey, I know this is really important to you, but I have got to be in court in 10 minutes.
I mean, it's like he's a different person. I mean, this is not the man I married 28 years ago. 28 years of ups and downs, and I mean some way downs. But we always stuck it out. We always got through it.
People change, Emmy.
Maybe he needs Prozac.
I don't think that's the problem. I am so sorry, but I really have to go.
And this is what really scares me. I mean, what if we don't make it through? Really? What if we don't make it?
Dr. Wallen, in your 5 years as a clinical researcher and as a psychiatrist at the Center for Sexual Deviance, your study found that rapists are generally broken down into 4 categories, correct?
Yes.
After interviewing the defendant, your report stated, states evidence 7, that he fit the profile of the anger retaliatory rapist. Can you explain that profile?
They tend to have conflict with the women in their own lives that they transfer onto their victims. They often use degrading language in order to humiliate them.
So you're saying every man who has a fight with his mother or wife is a rapist?
Of course not. I'm simply...
And according to your research, any man who talks dirty to his partner is capable of rape.
I said degrading language, and it's a prevalent tendency we've found.
How do the extreme injuries suffered by Miss Thornton fit this profile?
The anger retaliatory rapist uses excessive violence during his attacks due to his total disregard for the victim.
Because he hates women.
Objection. Overruled.
Yes, he sees them as bad, in need of punishment.
At this Center for Sexual Deviance, did you ever study women's deviant sexual habits?
Yes.
And in your studies, did you find women who found pleasure in violent, even dangerous sexual escapades?
Yes, we did.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
You don't honestly think that you're going to be sleeping in our bed tonight?
There was a problem, and I fixed it.
You haven't fixed anything. This is not about where they live. The problem is what's in your heart.
No. The real problem is that I found a solution, and you don't like it. Welcome to my world.
And what is that supposed to mean?
You told me to find a solution. I did, and now everybody's freaking out. Kelly's calling me a racist.
She's right. She's married a black man. She's about to have his black baby. You seem to have a problem with that.
I have a problem with him sleeping with my daughter underneath my own roof.
Your roof, your house, which you decided to refinance so you could throw your own daughter out so you could be a little more comfortable. Well, let me tell you something. This is our house, and I want you out. I don't know who you are anymore.
I am the same person I've always been. Same person you married. The only difference is, now I'm sticking up for what I believe in. You've been calling shots for years, and I'm sick of it. I'm back, Mary Elizabeth, so get used to it.
If you're not leaving, I am.
Leave, then. Then you'll be the one walking out on this family.
I'm walking out on you. I can't live the rest of my life with a racist.
Can you give us an example of the problems you had with the defendant in the workplace?
While I was out of work on maternity leave, he convinced some of my clients to move their accounts over to him.
Did you ask your clients why?
He told them that because I'm a woman, I wasn't reliable.
Did you confront the defendant?
I did.
What was his response?
That I shouldn't be working anyway. That my husband is a weak man for not being able to control me. He told me I was just like his mom.
Like his mom?
She was a working mother, I guess.
Objection, Your Honor. Presumption.
Sustained. Miss Jackson, get to the point.
Why did you file a complaint against the defendant with your employer?
He was sending everyone emails. I found them inappropriate and offensive.
Mr. Parker, as my client's employer, what did you do about the emails Allison Jordan alluded to?
We spoke to Matthew. He apologized and stopped sending them.
So he admitted he made a mistake.
It's a valuable employee who can recognize his own mistake and take steps to rectify it. He's really a great guy.
Thank you. Your witness.
And you didn't see anything wrong with the emails that your employee was circulating around your company?
They were just harmless jokes.
I'd like to show you what has been marked for identification as State's Exhibit 11. Would you read it?
Oh, what do 10,000 battered women have in common? They don't understand the meaning of the phrase, shut the hell up.
Well, I can certainly see why your employees might find that offensive. Can you?
Like I said, he stopped sending them.
Mr. Parker, what is Talk Dog 33?
That's my email address.
State's Exhibit number 12. Would you please describe what is depicted in this email?
Objection. Your Honor, these documents were not produced in response to pretrial discovery.
Your Honor, the defense, as evidenced by their own written discovery request, did not ask for any other written statements other than those made to law enforcement personnel.
But, Your Honor...
Overruled. You introduced the email into evidence. Now, if you had conducted a thorough investigation of said files, you wouldn't have called this witness. Now, Miss Jackson's done her homework. I'm afraid you won't have to let this play out. Mr. Parker, you may continue.
It's a picture of a woman. She's tied up in bondage. There's two men, dominatrix. They're whipping her.
And the caption underneath?
It says, this would shut that Allison bitch up along with all the other whores.
And is the date on that email after the defendant received his reprimand?
Yes.
And on the list of email addresses, does Top Dog 33 appear?
Yes, it does.
Who sent that email?
Matthew Allen.
Well, I guess offensive and degrading material really doesn't bother you.
What's bothering you?
Nothing.
You're still mad about that stupid contest, aren't you?
Well, so what?